fourth graders, today we have 9 division problems and 9 snowmen that we're going to solve. And we're going to do a lot of them together. So just before we start, we're going to review our little acronym to help us remember the steps. So we have D for divide, or please write this on the side, M for multiply, S for subtract, C for check. Sometimes I put a check mark by that one. And B for bring down, which remember we're not using the B a lot yet, but we will use it today. So pay attention to that. So the steps, I like to write this next to it. I have divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. Okay? Please write that next to your snowman. All right, so I'm going to enlarge a little bit just so that you can see a little closer what we're doing. All right, so the first one says 23 divided by 4. So we are going to say, how many 4s can I fit into 2? I can't fit any into 2, so I'm going to go ahead and put my X there. How many 4s can I fit into 23? Well, remember how I can do my count bys. I'm going to do it over here on the side of the snowman. I need to figure out how many 4s can fit into 23 without going over. So I'm going to start my count bys. This is where you can be using your multiplication table and looking at your row of 4s to do this too. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Oh, too far. So 20 is the magic number, right? And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is my number that goes on top. And then I go ahead and I subtract the 20. And then I have 3 take away 0. 3. And 2 take away 2, nothing. And then I check. I'm on the C step right now. I check to say, does 4 go into 3? No, it does not. So I know I'm done and I have my remainder. So my final answer is 5 remainder 3. Remember, it's going to get easier. It's going to get much easier. All right, let's look at our next one. Can I fit 8 into 9? Can I do that? Yes, I can, can't I? So how many times can 8 go into 9? Well, it only fits in there once, doesn't it? So I need to put a 1 up here. I didn't even need to do my count bys for that one because I can tell that I can only fit 1 in there. So then I do my times next, which is 8 times 1, and I subtract. Okay, you're still not really paying attention to that 8 up there yet. 9 take away 8 is 1. Now I check, and there is still a number to bring down, isn't there? Okay, this is our first time bringing down. So I draw a little arrow just like this, and I bring down the 8, and guess what happens? I have 18. Wow, right? So I'm not done yet. How many times does 8 go into 18? Well, I could start counting on the side here. 8, 16. Oh, next one would be too big. So it only goes in 2 times, and then I subtract my 16, and I get 2. So my final answer is 12 remainder 2. Got a little crowded in there with the snowman hat. Sorry about that. Okay, so you always want to check that first number because we've never, we've always had it where it didn't fit into that number, but it did on that one. Okay, so let's check our next one. Remember, my first step is always divide. How many times can I fit 3 into 6? Well, 3, 6, 2 times. Okay, so I put my 2 up here, and I subtract. I'm on my S step now. I subtract. 6 take away 6 is 0. There's still a number there to bring down, remember? So I need to bring down my next number. All right, so I'm going to draw a little arrow. That's what we do. We draw the arrow, bring down the 4, okay? And then I say, does 3 fit into 4? How many times can I fit 3 into 4? Only 1 time, can't I? Because 1 times 3, so I can fit it in one time, and then I take my 1 times my 3, and I get 3, and that's the number that I'm going to subtract. So 4 take away 3 is 1, and I don't have any other numbers to bring down, okay? So my final answer is 21, remainder 1, okay? It's gonna get easier. Gonna keep going here. You can replay the video too if you need to, guys. I just want to make the snowman just a little bit bigger when I'm working on them, okay? So you can see a little bit better. All right, so I'm on 37 divided by 7. I look at my first number. Can I fit 7 into 3? No, I cannot, so I put an X. Can I fit 7 into 37? Well, I sure can, can't I? Let's figure out how many times. 7, 14, 21. Looking at your chart for your 7s if you need help with that. 28. 7 times 5. That was 7 times 4 was 28. 7 times 5 is 35. Ooh, look how close I am. If I go one more 5, I'll be over, won't I? So 35 is the magic number, isn't it? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 5 7s. So I put my 5 up here. And then I do my times. What is 5 times 7? 35. And then go ahead and subtract. 7 take away 5, 2. 3 take away 3 is 0. Let's check. Now we're on the check step. Can I fit 7 into 2? No, I cannot. So then I know that I'm done and that this is my remainder. So my final answer is 5, remainder 2. Okay. This is why we're doing together, guys, because it's a little bit trickier. Okay. Hopefully each time you start to figure it out a little bit more. All right, let's look at our next snowman. We have 51 divided by 6. I first look at that first number. Can I fit 6 into 5? Nope, 6 is bigger than 5, so I need to put an X. How about 6 into 51? How many 6s can fit into 51 without going over? So I'm going to do my count bys. 6, 12, 18, 24. Should be writing everything down that I'm writing down, okay? 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 is 48. Ooh, I can't do another one or I'll go over, won't I? So 48 is the highest I could get. So let's count how many 6s that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 6s, and then we say 8 times 6 is 48. And then I'm ready to do my subtract step. Be careful, you can't do 1 take away 8. You need to go next door and borrow from your 5, make it a 4, and then come over here and make an 11. Then I'm ready to subtract. 11 take away 8, 3. And I have a 4 take away 4 is 0. So then I'm going to check if the 6 can go into the 3. No, it cannot. So this is my remainder. So I have 8, remainder 3. All right, you always know that if your remainder, in this case it was 3, if your remainder is smaller than your divisor, then you cannot fit any more in. So that's a good tip too. If you look down at your remainder and it's smaller than your divisor, you do not want to, you're all done. So final answer is 8, remainder 3. All right, we're going to do one more snowman together. Okay, and then I want you to kind of try to do at least 3 on your own today. Okay, and remember when you're doing those, you can always look back at the ones that we did together and go, oh, that's right, she did this. Okay, all right, so we have 43 divided by 9. So how many 9s can I fit into 4? Well, 9 is bigger than 4, isn't it? So you can't fit any in there. So you're going to do your X. Now, how many 9s can I fit into 43? Let's do our count bys. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. You could be copying these off your times table chart. 45, 9 times 5, 9 times 6, 54. Uh-oh, look at Mrs. Hagen went way over, didn't I? This one's too big, this one's too big, but look at this one. That's the magic number, isn't it? How many 9s was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put my 4 up here, and then I say, what is 4 times 9? 36. That's going to be my number that I subtract. Okay, can I take 3 minus 6, or do I need to borrow? I need to borrow from my neighbor, make that a 3, make this a 13. 13 take away 6 is 7. 3 take away 3 is 0. Okay, and remember what we learned on the last snowman. If the remainder is smaller than the divisor, that means you're done, okay, because you can't fit 9 in there. So that's a good little tip, and we're going to learn some other tips later on too, but I want to start you out slow. So then I say 4 remainder 7 is my final answer, okay? All right, let's look at what you guys have to do here. All right, so you have 3 snowmen. Okay, I'm going to start you out a little bit. I'm going to say how many 2s can fit into 8? 2, 4, 6, 8. Perfect, right? How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4 8s. And then my next step is times. So I'm going to take 4 times 2 is 8. 0. Now I'm not done because I have another number to bring down. So I'm going to draw my arrow and bring down my 7, and then I start again. The process starts over again. So I say how many 2s are in 7? This is a little bit trickier one, so I think we're going to do it together. How many 2s are in 7? Well, I already have my stuff over here, don't I? Well, 8 is too big, so I'm going to need to use 6. And that was 1, 2, 3. 3 2s equals 6. And then I'm going to subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. And I see that my remainder, 1, is smaller than my divisor, so I am done. So 43, remainder 1. And even if we were doing this at school, guys, we would be doing a lot of them together at the beginning. Because when you do them with me, that's how you learn. Okay? All right, you have 2 snowmen left now for today. Okay, first step over here. How many 5s fit into 7? How many 5s can fit into 7? Only 1, can't it? Because if I go look at 5, 10, 10 is too big, so 1, 5. Then I subtract. Then I subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2. Then I bring my arrow down, and I start again. How many 5s are in 24? You keep going there, okay? Good luck with those last couple, and you can always come on to homework help if you need extra help, okay? Have a great day, guys. So there's our whole sheet. Don't forget, you have everything written on the side there as well, okay? Thanks, guys. Hang in there. They're gonna get easier.